This video is shown courtesy of the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce.
The great Southwest, the land of the pioneer, and still the most undisturbed portion of our great heritage. Here, where rivers run unpolluted, and animal life is comparatively free to roam at will, lies the fabulous Verde Valley. This small area is a relative time capsule, encompassing at one glance what was, what is, and what will be tomorrow. The first known residents of the Verde Valley were the Sinagua Indians, who built this 92-room complex from mud and stone over 800 years ago. We know it as the Tuzigut Room. It was constructed on the banks of the Verde River, which provided water for irrigating the crops, as well as a plentiful wild animal supply. Its people thrived here for nearly 3 centuries. Why they left, we don't know. Drought, famine, disease, war. It's a secret only the valley itself knows. Tuzigut is only one of many prehistoric dwellings in the area. At one time, there were probably as many as 35 communities here in the valley. Here, implanted securely in the rocks, an ingeniously constructed 5-story edifice rests, known today as Montezuma's Castle. It was named by settlers or soldiers in the late 1800s. Probably in tribute to Montezuma, the great Aztec emperor. But it too was built about the same time as Tuzigut, and by farmers who lived much the same style of existence. The lifeblood of the people that lived here was the water from a tributary of the great Verde River, Beaver Creek. Some 7 miles upstream is another ancient home site, built around a natural limestone sink called Montezuma's Well. The sink is 470 feet in diameter. The water level is 70 feet below the rim, and the water itself is 55 feet deep. Here, as at the other settlements in the valley, an adult's day was spent tending crops or hunting for food, the children's laughing and playing. Then, suddenly, they were gone. Only these empty fortresses are left behind as proof of their once existent civilization. 500 years of darkness prevailed. And then, a reawakening. The valley, once more lush and fertile, began to abound with life again, a second time. And with it came the pioneers of the Great Western Movement. For some of these settlers, the rich soil was secondary to the rich mining claims awaiting in the hills. Signs of a different, a newer civilization began to spring up. In the winter of 1865, Fort Verde was erected as an outpost of the increasing continental expanse. It provided protection and strength for the territory which would eventually become the 48th state in the Union. Arizona. This present-day museum was originally the main headquarters. From Fort Verde, the soldiers would spread over the area in defense of the farmers, ranchers, or prospectors against severe and repeated Indian attacks. After Geronimo and the last of the Apache holdouts surrendered or were captured, the need for soldiers in the Verde Valley ceased, and the fort was finally abandoned in 1891. Many of the military scouts turned to prospecting, including Chief Scout Al Seba, who staked the first copper claim on Mingus Mountain and paved the way for the establishment of Jerome, Arizona, a 19th century boomtown. Jerome grew to be one of the largest cities in Arizona, with some 15,000 people thriving on its hillside. But the ore ran out, and with it went the people. Today, Jerome is a veritable ghost town. Built on a 30-degree incline, it clung precariously to the mountain for 60 years, and then slid silently into the dustbin of history. And sliding with it went Jerome's sister city, Clarkdale. It was here, on the valley floor, beside the great river where the smelters for the mines were located. The efforts of Jerome and Clarkdale had combined to produce over $800 million worth of ore. But when it was over, all that was left behind was another ruin of another time, to tell us of what was once. Today, the valley is alive and prosperous once again, and the new generation is going to make sure it stays that way. They gather each year at the Verde Valley Fair to thoroughly enjoy themselves, to make new friends, or to compete and share their mutual knowledge and interests with 4-H, or Future Farmer of America projects. Land developments are prospering. Like a waterfront homesite? Or perhaps a golf course in your backyard. Want an ideal spot to build your dream house? A special area for your mobile home, a site for your business. Maybe you prefer the wide open spaces. The choice is yours in the Verde Valley. With more homes for more people, church life is expanding, and new churches are being constructed to meet the new demands, as well as a brand new hospital. Schools are being updated, with a new high school under construction. The Verde Valley is already the home of the exclusive and secludedly beautiful Southwestern Academy for Boys. This rustic boarding school, with its relaxed atmosphere and unique teaching methods, is helping to prepare outstanding young men for college and the responsibilities and challenges of the future. In communications, the Valley boasts its own newspaper and radio station, as well as receiving 5 television channels. Ranching is still strongly in evidence as herds of handsome beef cattle graze the grasslands. The Valley warmly welcomes the arrival of fresh, light industry, such as a busy new garment factory in Cottonwood. Clarkdale is putting on a new face with an active cement manufacturing plant where once the smelter stood. People are moving in again instead of out, and buying up the once deserted company houses to remodel them into pleasant homes. Modern shopping centers are being built to accommodate present and future residents alike. Not to be outdone, even Jerome has found itself the center of a new interest, or rather, historical interest, and is working to preserve it. Many interesting tourist shops are opening up, as well as top-flight restaurants, and it supports two fascinating museums, one private and one operated by the state in the old Douglas Mansion, the family that once virtually owned the town. Progressive banks provide needed capital for a multitude of small businesses. Recreation opportunities are unlimited, as the valley provides an unending amount of outdoor activities for just about any taste. But don't worry about those that got away, because there are plenty more where he came from. The state operates a modern fish hatchery near the town of Cornville, right here in the Verde Valley. With weather that's nearly always right, the annual open golf tournament at the lovely Lake Montezuma Country Club consistently lures top golfers from all over the nation. Every year, Camp Verde and half the state turn out to celebrate Fort Verde Days. The festivities delight everyone with parades and all-around pageantry.
And sold right over there for $9.50.
While Fort Verde Days takes place in the summer, each December, the Cottonwood Christmas Parade overwhelms the valley with enduring warmth.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. KVIO once again broadcasts the annual Christmas Parade, and it's another beautiful day in the Verde Valley. Santa Claus is here in all his royal splendor.
The Verde Valley is a land of season changes, yet in a mild climate. And within just a few miles from the shelter of the valley itself, you can find country that experiences the full weather spectacle, like at nearby Grand Canyon. What is the Verde Valley? It's friendly people in friendly places, like Cornville and Camp Verde, like Lake Montezuma and McGuireville, or like Rimrock and Jerome, or Clarkdale and Cottonwood. The Verde Valley, with its proud past and its promising future, is thriving on its own in the world of today. A haven where man can breathe fresh air or take a stroll on some unpaved soil. A place where man can view a little of the natural beauty of his planet. For those waiting for new horizons, these horizons are waiting for you in the Verde Valley. A nice place to visit, a great place to live.
This video has been shown courtesy of the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce.